It's time for Game 3 here in the IPL Season 1 Losers Bracket Finals. We've got Dignitas Select taking on ROOTKiWiKaKi, and right now Dignitas Select is up 2-0. So KiWiKaKi must win this game in order to stay alive, and then he's got to win 3 games in a row to be able to move on to the grand finals and face EG Idra. Of course, Select, he wants his revenge. Select was knocked down to the lower bracket by Idra in the winter bracket finals. We've got Select, our blue Terran here on Shakura's Plateau, spawning in the southwest position, and cross position is his opponent, KiWiKaKi, in the orange. It is a Protoss versus Terran. Welcome back. I'm DJ Wheat, and I'm excited to see what will happen in Game 3 and whether or not KiWiKaKi can possibly bring this game back in his favor. I have to say, versus a player like Select, and when you're 2 games up, one thing that you have to consider is you could probably do a little, early aggression, some cheesy cheese. Maybe this isn't the proper map for it, but with Select always having that 1 game up over his opponent, it gives him the option to do something like that. Now, if it was going to happen, you kind of think either, and a lot of other commentators say this too, either in Game 1 or some of the early games. But when you're 2-0 ahead of your opponent, we've even seen MC do this before, being 2-0 ahead of his opponent, and then just basically going in for the killing blow. We've got a scout going out by Select, find out if he's going to do any early aggression. I have to say no, based off the fact that he hasn't gotten any gas. His barrack is going to go up, but since he doesn't have any gas, he's probably just going to go for another fast expand here. We're going to have a supply depot put down. Meanwhile, we are going to see Select scout the base of KiWiKaKi. What is he doing in here? Making another wall in the back, keeping anything from possibly getting dropped over here, or maybe even broken through those rocks. Highly unlikely, but second gas going down for KiWiKaKi, something this Select is certainly going to take note of. And I think we'll probably, with this Marine, probably have the command center built right here. But we'll see as soon as we have 400 minerals from Select. He's currently floating at 400, and maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he'll just build it right. Nope. There goes his SCV. Right out to the natural, and he'll just put it down right there. No reason to really build it in the base. He's got these Marines. They can stop probes from coming in. Now, 2 Marines. Probe might be able to stick his head up here and see what's going on, as we'll watch here. Probe sees a couple Marines, but again, KiWiKaKi's a smart guy. He knows, okay, there's probably something going on. SCV still over on the side. Marines are going to go ahead and give chase to this probe. 3 Marines out right now. 4th on the way as the command center goes back up. 2 gases going down now for Select. And Marines look like they are just going to take vision on the tower. Check to make sure his opponent isn't there. And, might crunch this probe, and he does. So Select taking out that early scouting probe, meaning that KiWiKaKi has very limited knowledge. Once again, something that the Terran is able to do oh so easily. So look at that. He's going to get a very quick robotics facility. He says, I am not going to be in the dark again. I will not allow it to happen, as a factory goes down for Select, spending that first initial gas with both of his refineries now up on the factory. Stalker out front just in case any scouting SCVs like this one that's heading over to his base try to go in any funny business. We'll see. There's no additional Nexus, but you can see, wants to hold it. It's going to see that robotics facility. And just double check the vision here. Yes, he does, in fact, see it. Also sees that there's another gateway going down. So got all the information that he needs. Put a couple of bunkers up here at the front. Start to get some SCVs out. What's he going to do with that factory, though? So we do have a tech lab going down with the starport. So Banshees for a 3rd time. I think it might be possible. How will we see a response from KiWiKaKi? He does have an observer out already. He will be able to scout these Banshees well ahead of time. Wonder if he's going to actually respond with a forge. There he sees the tech lab and the factory with the starport going down. Immediately has got to be thinking, okay, we got some Banshees going. So we'll see what he's going to decide to do from this point. How will he defend against the Banshees? And will they have cloak this time? Also have some siege tanks. Oh, wow. Okay, now hold on. He's going to go ahead and siege tank siege mode. So he did not move it around. He did not lift and switch. He actually was building a second tech lab on the starport. And Observer's going to get a good eye on everything that's going down here. And he can delay any sort of defense knowing what's happening here. Let's see what Select actually pulls. Oh, he gets rid of the Observer before he does anything, and the Banshee does come out. But what's interesting is Select can go, well, now he doesn't know if I'll have Cloak or not. So maybe he will spend a lot of money putting down a Forge and a bunch of cannons. We have a couple of Mortals coming out. Really the exact same army composition that KiWiKaKi has been going with for this series so far. Very interesting that we're going to see a pylon in the back. Now, this is good against the Terran because they will plow through these rocks and try to get through these rocks to get to you. So I think that this is just going to be for a first line of defense. Like, oh no, he's coming in through my back. This is not going to be good. Banshee should be coming out any moment. Looks like it is out. Where is it? Over here. He's going to see that pylon. Free pylon. And he's going to be able to take that out, no problem. Robotics Bay going down. Oh, hello. But he's just going to fly right past it. Nope, he's going to go ahead and take it out. KiWiKaKi knows there's a Banshee coming up. Pylon going down. And 2 gateways, so pretty much just says, okay, I'm going to deal with it. There's his Forge, okay. So Forge going up right now. He does spawn a couple of Stalkers before the pylon gets taken out. And we'll take a little bit of damage, not too much. Siege tanks at the front. Siege tank continuing their production as we get +1 and stim. And now we've got another command center going down. Before a couple barracks, we got the barracks replacing this tech lab. Another barracks going down. Okay, so there it is. Banshee looks like it will be taken out in the middle. I don't know what that was all about, going after the rocks, but I think KiWiKaKi knows now, okay, my opponent definitely doesn't have Cloak, so I don't have to worry about that too much. Observer going to make its way out, and a second one going over. +1 ground weapons with extended thermal lance, and a Colossus is coming out. 1 Colossus already there. Not chrono boosting that. Not chrono boosting either of those right now. Perfectly content with the setup that he's got. Another barracks about to complete. Stim almost done. Also getting combat shield, concussive shells. +1 weapons is halfway done. And some missile turrets also going around. Those will be good for taking out those Observers right there. We got one right in the middle. Great job. In fact, it is going to get up before this Observer even gets there. And that will quickly take out the Observer is going to be very smart and stay just outside of vision. So we got another Banshee fully repaired, still no Cloak, going to make its way around to the back line. Will we have any cannons down? No, we do not. We do have 1 Stalker back here. So he's going to come in through the back. Also, well, I guess he has the Observer there. So he doesn't need to put any cannons down. Not too much of a threat. If there were multiple Banshees and he didn't want to spread out his forces, he does have a cannon at the back line. So really, I mean, good response, because if I was playing this Protoss, I would have been like, oh my god, Banshees. Oh, I need to put 80 cannons up like I'm playing Zerg and they got mutas. So he plays it nicely. Very conservatively. Very conservatively. Couple of Stalkers out, getting some vision. Mobius reactor going down. No ghosts out quite yet. As we look at the in-accounting station, he'll get those after the energy upgrade is complete or nearing completion. And it looks like Select may want to move out here for a battle. Going to take out these rocks. That will allow him to gain vision better. And once he has this vision, he can also put siege tanks here and make it very, very hard for his opponent to move in. He's just going to take down those rocks. Not biting off more than he can chew because he puts this down with the planetary. And KiWiKaKi looks like he might want to attack here. But, oh, siege tanks unsieging. They are going to move forward. And dSeleCT will quickly get out of there. Select does a good job repositioning his tank. A lot of SCVs being transferred over to the third. A third and a fourth going up for KiWiKaKi. Wow, that is a very, very bold decision here. A couple Marines going to get sniped. Oh, wow, he's going to go up to the siege tanks too. Siege tanks do go down, a third almost. And only at the loss of some shields there by the Protoss. So big win. As the siege tank count has gone down from 5 to 3. So we have 3 ghosts out on the field now. That, of course, will be a big help. Stalker getting taken out as it comes within vision of the tower. And no advancements on these new expansions that have just moved up. Another siege tank taken out by these Colossus. Vikings finally going to move forward. And wow, without those siege tanks there, these Colossus can do a ton of damage. And I wonder if this is the strategy here by KiWiKaKi, just kind of like be harassing, be annoying, and just move forward. I like this sensor tower down here. Can you look at the vision and he'll always be able to see when he pokes in there. Fourth base is up, only a few probes out. Taking a look at the, do have charge by the way. And a couple of Dark Templar being morphed in. Oh, he's going to attack from the back. Not sure where the DTs are actually going to go, but he is just kind of causing a distraction. Here we've got DTs moving through. Now we do have the sensor tower. We also do have this one missile turret, but we don't have a missile turret over here. Oh, he's going to go right in. Oh, he's going to get taken out by a bunch of stuff. He will take out one siege tank, but both of them do fall. Protoss army is scanned. A perfect scan by Select. A second perfect scan to take out the observer. Watch his eye roll. Love it. Got a stalker over here. Doing I don't know what. More units coming out. I wonder if he's going to continue to use Dark Templar in any way. Blink is on the way. And with these extra bases, KiWiKaKi can't afford to kind of like throw his tech around a little bit. I would not even be surprised to see him go with the Templar Archives. Have not seen one down yet. Going to put down more gateways, so probably not. And we do have a battle in the middle. Huge EMP on all the Colossus. They lose absolutely everything. All the Immortals have been taken out. Probes move forward as well. But with that extended thermal lance, a lot of damage being done to those units. We do have Vikings assisting with the takedowns of these Colossus. And look at that, catching KiWiKaKi with his pants down. Will Select in this in just 3 games in a best of 5. Oh my goodness, he could do it right here. He might choose to counterattack like he did last time. A lot of Zealots. Charge is done. A few Immortals out as well. Like this army composition. A few more Zealots being warped in. And what can he do? He is getting some heals up. There are a ton of Marauders. Might choose going to step forward. And with that many Marauders, even with charge, let's see what happens as we do see the Zealots charging in very, very quickly, taking down several of these Marauders. More Zealots being warped in, doing a ton of damage here for KiWiKaKi. Those Immortals also just ripping through these Marauders. And look at that. Marauders are being taken out by KiWiKaKi. Another Immortal's going to go down, but the push back. We have 2 Colossus out now for KiWiKaKi. And no tanks for Select. Like, think about how big of a deal these tanks would have made. Well, okay. Think about the additional damage this one tank would have done. Hold on, we got a drop over here. Possibly take out this 4th. Is he going to move in? I don't know. Rock's going to be taken out as well. We'll keep an eye on the mini-map down here. So we can attack the 5th base. More units pouring in. More medevacs as well. KiWiKaKi's unit count, looking at the army, right now it's 165 to 169, so we still are pretty even. Here comes the drop in the bottom. A lot of Marauders going to immediately just try to go in. Snipe the Nexus, 1 Colossus. Who cares about 1 Colossus, but there's pushed quite simply not enough. He may have to restave here, but it may be too late as the Zealots pour in. Oh, he got it. Oh my gosh. Meanwhile, a fight in the middle. Wow. Ghost's going to move forward. They don't launch EMPs. They do have enough energy. Ghost's going to move forward. Here comes the EMP. Bam! Actually, that was not the greatest EMP. The sentries do lose all their energy, but all the Zealots are left with a lot of meat. However, swinging around the back, Marauders from the back will take out 1, 2 Colossus, possibly a third. No, in come more Zealots. Zealots with that charge are so devastating versus those Marauders. Looks like the Colossus wants to get back in on this action, but it'll be the Zealots who do the majority of the damage. Moving forward again. There is another Ghost, 2 Ghosts back out on the field, and once again, Select does hold it off. But just such a great economy right now for KiWiKaKi. You can see he's ahead of the Terran. Another Terran force moving forward, going to be able to snipe a lot of these units. Good micro there. Of course, with the concussive shells, if you micro and select individual units, you can't get them to slow down, and then the rest of your units will do the damage they need to do. Now, over here, taking a look at things, just do have a couple medevacs. They are still filled with a couple Marauders over there, so keep an eye on that. KiWiKaKi doing a lot of long-distance mining. Finally, the Nexus is up. Another drop coming into play. And 1 Stalker there. We do have a command center lifting off from the main. Looks like this dropship is going to head in the middle. Uh-oh. Oh, what's waiting for him there? He does not have vision of what is beyond. Oh! Oh, will they take out the medevacs? Yes, they do. 1 at least goes out, and now you can see some Dark Templar thrown into the mix as well. And I think this is a really great late game thought out, like strategy, because right now there's not an additional orbital for Select. And one of the reasons why is because as he continues to pull out these units and make all these units, he does not have an additional base. He just now realizes, okay, well, Select's going to take a 4th base, but he's a little bit behind me in the economy. So he might be using those orbitals to really pump out those mules. Uh-oh. Here comes 1 DT on the low ground. And he's going to take out all of these units from the drop. And again, you can see scans do not want to be wasted. He'll also take out that medevac, which right now for Select is not good. These EMPs are going to have to be monstrous. Monstrous EMPs. Ghost does get 1 EMP. All the energy of the Colossus is drained. And you know what? KiWiKaKi makes a wise decision there, backing off, letting his energy recharge. It's not going to happen too fast. You can watch it right here, but it will happen. I think maybe sending out some Zealots to take that initial EMP would be nice. Another EMP goes off and misses all the Dark Templar. So Dark Templar will also do a ton of damage. And Select says GG. He could not win that battle, and KiWiKaKi stays alive. We will go on to a 4th game. Now, ROOTKiWiKaKi must battle through 2 more games to meet Idra in the grand final. Select still only needs 1 victory to move forward. Will it happen? We're going to find out as Game 4 will come up next.